Season 2 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power has wrapped up and fans finally have clarity on one of the show's long-running mysteries. It has been confirmed that Daniel Weyman's mysterious stranger is none other than Gandalf the Grey. While this reveal doesn't shock most viewers, it feels like the right choice for the series, which has taken some liberties with J.R.R., Tolkien's original IO. After much speculation about the stranger's identity, it's satisfying to finally have a concrete answer. And although the writers could have surprised us with a different character, it's a relief that they chose to stick with Gandalf. Since the moment the stranger appeared on Middle-earth, many fans had been linking him to Gandalf. His fondness for halflings and his famous line, "When in doubt, always follow your nose," are straight from the original Gandalf. Even though the show has made changes to the classic continuity, like the fact that the story traditionally arrived in Middle-earth by boat, it's clear that the show was leading us toward Gandalf from the start. The signs were there all along. The stores named him Grand Elf because of his height and elvish features, and his growing friendship with Tom Bombadil was another hint. Given how closely the show pushed the Gandalf narrative, any other reveal might have fell out of place. Choosing to make the stranger Gandalf is definitely the safer option. While it might have been tempting to reveal him as one of the Blue Wizards or even Saruman, Gandalf is the most recognizable character for a wide audience. Since Rings of Power can only use material from Tolkien's original works, Gandalf made the most sense. Plus, if the stranger had been doing all of these Gandalf-like things but turned out to be someone else, it would have been confusing and potentially disappointing for fans. Some fans had hoped the stranger would be revealed as a blue wizard, and the introduction of Ciaran Dark Wizard character in Season 2 sparked speculation about a potential conflict between wizards. However, Tolkien himself was uncertain about the Blue Wizard's fate, suggesting that they might have strayed from their mission. According to his writings, Gandalf was the only wizard who remained true to his purpose in defeating Sauron. So, while some may be disappointed that the stranger wasn't a blue wizard, the decision to stick with Gandalf fits with the lore and tone of the series. The choice to avoid making the stranger a tragic character also feels like a wise move. With Rings of Power already focusing on darker stories like Isildur's fall and Halbrand's reveal as Sharin, adding another tragic arc might have weighed down the show. Although Gandalf is now officially part of Rings of Power, it doesn't have to go by that name just yet. In Tolkien's writings, Gandalf was known by many names, depending on the race and region. The elves called him Mithrande, which means Grey Pilgrim, and the dwarves had their own name for him, Targun. Since Elendil is likely to establish the kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor soon, this could be the perfect time for the show to introduce the Gandalf name. It would be interesting if Rings of Power leaned into these different identities, exploring Gandalf's role as a wandering wizard with many titles. While the audience will recognize him as Gandalf, the character in the show doesn't have to call him that right away. Incorporating these different names could add depth to his character and make for a more immersive viewing experience. After 2 seasons of speculation, it's refreshing to have closure regarding the stranger's identity. Although the reveal wasn't the most surprising, it feels like the show made the right call. Teasing the audience with hints along the way and then delivering on them might not have been the boldest move, but it was certainly satisfying. This decision helped avoid the pitfalls that other series, like Game of Thrones, have faced by trying to pull off shocking twists that don't land well with the audience. Now that Gandalf's identity is confirmed, the show has the opportunity to focus on giving him a meaningful role in Season 3. Instead of wandering around aimlessly, as is done so far, we hope to see Gandalf involved in more significant events that tie him to the larger narrative of Middle-earth. For now, Rings of Power fans can enjoy the relief of having one major mystery solved, while looking forward to how Gandalf's story will unfold in the upcoming season.